So I have the scene up and running. I've got this bag that floats in the air, and then at frame 100 it begins to drop. What I'd like to do is have the bag not visible until a fraction of a second before the drop begins. So let's see if I can do something with that. So what I'll do is I will, with the bag selected, in my 3D window I'm going to push I to insert, and I'll insert a keyframe for location, rotation, and scale. And we can see right here that that keyframe exists. And I'm going to jump ahead to frame maybe 98, and I'm going to insert a keyframe there as well. Now, typically with the keyframes we're using them to move an object around or adjust its rotation and so forth, but in this case I'm going to try something a little bit different. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move up to my 3D window, and I'm going to turn on this button right here that looks like a screen. Disable in viewports, globally disable in viewports. And with that done, I've got this icon that's showing up now in the outliner. And what I'd like to do is I'm going to, with my mouse hovering directly over it, push I, and it will insert a keyframe for that specifically as well. And then I'll come back down here to the timeline. I'll go back to the beginning and make sure I'm in frame 1, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come back up to my outliner, I'm going to push I to insert, and this time I will go ahead and I will toggle it off. Now hopefully, if things worked out okay, I can push play and we'll see what happens. Hopefully at frame, just before frame 100, the bag appears. And then begins its fall. Now I'm going to pause because it needs to do some calculations, but I think that's going to be kind of nice.